should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. This is caught by Williams.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. No gain on the screen there and 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Second and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Giants' 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
This is a counter play. Eckler.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Allen's 1st catch, good for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Griffin. That's complete to John Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. throw is RG3. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A first down carry for Barkley. And running with power here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third and goal, here's Griffin. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
Getting this to Roundtree out of the backfield.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Herbert now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Griffin. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
First down, Giants.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the end. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking deep downfield.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 56. Mike 19. Let's go. Check. Hatchet. Watch out.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 13. Jim.
Here's Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Bang, 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 bang.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Go, go, go.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Barkley, a first down and more. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Giants, first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second and goal, Griffin. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 21, Chargers 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert back to the air. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Griffin. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Griffin now to throw on third down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start. At the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Saquon Barkley running right. Into the secondary again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off play action, it's Stick. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to go play action now with Stick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.